Cub.
Welcome back, Jake Paulers.
um,
Day 474 of vlogging
we
every day, bro.
we did miss our usual Wednesday
No, this
morning
is
upload.
it's getting uploaded when I get home though.
Okay, so
So it's just gonna be a day late.
it'll be about approximately 14 and a half hours late, but we keep rolling.
Nah, dude, 'cause it takes
Um,
hours to upload.
with our good old current events, let's get us started with did you hear about the little otter that turned into an outlaw? This otter,
What?
Otter
What do you mean by that?
841 is the name, has become a celebrity after a month of stealing surfboards at a popular beach in Santa Cruz. Authorities are trying to catch the otter, but they just can't get her. Huh?
They can't catch the
Yeah, no,
otter?
they literally can't catch the otter, and the otter just keeps stealing surfboards.
So you mean
So,
he's evasive?
yeah, no, it's kind of crazy. In other news, a record-breaking Burmese python was caught, in Florida, 19 feet long. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
dude, I think I saw that.
imagine walking outside and seeing a 19-foot long
19
snake
footer?
in your just front yard.
I'll probably shit myself.
Yeah, no, that
I'd have to
would.
change pants after that one.
Yeah, no,
Not even
that
gonna lie.
would be a bit. I'd step back. Do you think you could like kill a snake? It's probably easy to kill a snake. You just take an axe and chop off its head. But anyway,
Nah, I saw who caught him. He just grabbed him by the head. So I mean,
guess.
honestly, I think it's like a 1 in 25% chance. No,
I
1
mean,
in 25.
I guess
Chance.
if it works, it works. All right, everyone's favorite segment. We've only done this one other time, but we're gonna start this again. Older, younger. Jacob is going
I
to be
lost.
guessing a celebrity or a person that we know's age if it is older or younger than the number that I give. You ready?
I'm never ready.
Got 7 celebs. First up, Johnny Depp, 55. Is he older or
He's
younger?
younger.
No, Johnny Depp is older. He is 59 years old. Can you think about that? My boy Rango, he's
He's
59.
old. He's
Fun fact,
old.
he keeps Captain Jack Sparrow costume with him at all times.
No, he doesn't.
He is ready to become the Captain
That's
Jack Sparrow.
cap. You just
That
lied to me.
that is not Cap. It's not Cap. All right. Moving on. You are 0 for 1.
Hot
Paul
start over here.
Rudd. Do you know who that is?
Paul
Paul
Rudd?
Rudd.
I do know who
Ant
that is.
Man, like the guy that plays the
Yeah.
Ant Man. All right.
Good looking dude.
50. Older or younger than 50?
He's older.
He is older. He is
I know.
53.
I
He is 53 years of age.
thought it was
Um,
51.
Fun fact, my guy is a scholar. He attended a 3-month program at Oxford for American drama to become an actor. My guy's a scholar.
Do you think
in
that paid
drama.
off for him?
Yeah, dude, he's Ant-Man. I mean, I don't think he had to go to Oxford, but
That's what I'm saying.
was
Like,
back in 93.
93. What were they teaching in Oxford at 93?
What are you teaching a drama class? I don't know.
Who knows?
Um,
Headphones are coming off. That was a terrible move for
so
me.
you are 1 for 1 right now.
Let's go. We're doing 7 this week.
Yeah. Next
So,
up,
no more ties.
we have Olivia Dunn or Dune. I don't know how to pronounce her
Mhm,
last
mhm.
name. 22. Older, younger.
Older.
Nope, younger. She's 20. She is our age, Jacob. Fun fact, she is the same height as Jacob.
Thought she was a senior.
She
Dang,
is.
that's
Jacob,
No.
my co-host, is the exact same height
No.
as Olivia
No.
Dune.
God,
Do you
I'm
want to
gonna have
know?
to get those 3-inch
Do you want to know?
inserts in the
Do
soles.
you want to know how tall Olivia Dune is, Jacob?
She's 5'6".
Yes. Yes. That is why I was. Hey, it's not the worst thing in the world. Dude, 5'6" like average, I'm pretty sure.
I'm the
I don't know
same
what average
height
is,
as the average female.
but. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, dude.
There is a little bit wrong with
Pack a
that.
punch, yo. Come on now.
What does that even mean? What do you mean by that?
All right. Moving on. You are 1 for 3.
One for
Sandra
Sue.
Bullock.
Isn't she the baddie?
She is the baddie in Blindside. Yes, she
Yeah.
does play the main character. Well, other than Michael Orr, but 57. Is Sandra Bullock older or younger than 57?
57?
Yeah, and she's a dime, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. My mind immediately went older.
Yeah, she is older. Though
Yeah.
I give you a tough one there. She's 58.
Okay.
So only a
No,
year older.
honestly,
but
I would have expected like 60. I was like, I feel like she just looks good for her age.
no, yeah, she looks
like it's one
real
of those
good.
things.
She looks
Yeah.
real good. Fun fact about Sandra: she spent 12 years in Nuremberg, Germany, and fluently speaks German.
That's pretty cool.
I know.
I wish I could do that.
Dude, she's hot and speaks German. What else can you ask
Bilingual.
for?
Well, they-
But German's kind of like a whack language. It sounds like they're yelling all the time. Anyway, moving on. You're 2 for 4, 50% right now.
Are you sure I'm 2 for 4? I thought I'm 2 for 3.
No,
Oh,
I've read
50-50. No,
4.
you're right.
Yep.
You're right.
Next
I was
up.
thinking like 1 and 2, and like 2
No,
and 2
no.
right now.
Yeah, no, I
2 and
got
2.
you.
Got you.
Pharrell Williams.
Yep.
Older or younger than 53?
Younger.
He is younger. He is
Yeah. He's
50
50.
on the dot.
I know. He's the same age as my dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how
I think-
recently his birthday was, but
I think they're pretty close.
yeah. Fun fact about him: he's always happy. Moving on.
That was terrible.
Gwyneth Paltrow, older or younger than 51? You know who she is?
No, who's that?
She's she's Tony Stark's like girlfriend.
Oh,
yeah.
what's her name? Like
she
isn't it
plays
Color or
that-
something?
Dude,
Like,
I don't
it's like-
I don't remember
I
off the
forget.
top of my head. But yeah, she plays.
Also bad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go. She's got to be older.
she's younger.
No,
Gave you another tough
I
one
was
there.
gonna start with
She's
younger.
50, so she's the same age as
I was gonna
Pharrell.
Start with younger, then I was like, she's got to be older. It's an old
So
movie.
fun fact about her and how maybe she keeps her her glow going.
Yeah.
She
Drugs.
purposely gets stung by bees. It's a 1,000-year-old treatment apparently called apitherapy, and people use it to get rid of inflammation and scarring.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Huh.
I
Good to
don't-
know.
I
Good to
don't-
know.
Yeah, if you want to look
now
young,
you know.
just sting yourself.
Now
with
you
bees.
know.
All right, so I think that puts you at 3 and 3 again. I think you've gotten 3 right, 3 wrong.
I think this is correct.
So the
This is the
tiebreaker.
tiebreaker.
You're coming down to a tiebreaker right here.
Again,
Ellen DeGeneres,
Ellen, the gem,
older or younger than 60?
older. She's old as hell.
Yeah, she's 65.
She's old as hell. I know that.
The fun fact, she does not believe in medicine yet. She doesn't look a day over 50. Not
she
sure if
looks
that's a
good.
compliment or
Not
not.
gonna lie, she looks pretty good. Like,
yeah, but
when I look at her, I'm like 45 to 55.
yeah,
I
dude.
saw recently that she was over the age of 60. I was like, she's gonna look great when she's 90. But so when you were looking up fun facts for her, what was the first thing that came up?
I don't actually remember.
That she was molested as a child?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she
That's
was.
why does that come up when you look up fun facts?
I don't know why that came up, but you're right. I did look up Ellen DeGeneres fun fact.
Google was
and that
out of
was the
pocket
first
right there.
Fun fact. I don't know what's fun about that, but
Yeah, I
it is
don't
a
know.
fact. So I
So
don't know.
that leads me to our first talking point of the episode.
Interesting talk.
I watched Jake Paul's boxing documentary on Netflix and how he like extremely strategically planned his first like 6 fights or whatever. I think he has 6 or 7 now. So I watched that and pretty much it was just like, just fucking kind of boosting him and being like he was depressed, lonely, whatever, had nothing because he got dropped from Disney and like whatever, no brands want to sign with him. So then he started boxing, all this. But in there, they talk about how his dad was like semi abusive, and they were like, yeah, I couldn't tell. Like, he doesn't hate his dad, but they have a slight disconnect. But like, he also attributes him being as strong and as like wholehearted in what he does to his dad pushing him to like his limits and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that begs the question, like, do harsher parents and like more strict parents breed greater children? Or, like children that will accomplish more in life?
I think yes. I think to a degree though. If a parent is on a child just to like keep them straight in line and stuff like that makes sense. Give them chores, make sure they get good grades, like if they get in trouble, like they get punished. But then like to the extent of like where like Jake Paul's dad or whatever is abusive, like that's where it kind of, I don't know, like what he did, I don't know specifics. But like if you're hitting your kid, no.
Yeah,
I don't think hitting your kid produces.
Greg Paul, Jake Paul's dad, did go on the documentary and say he never hit his kids, but he did like toss them on the couch and shit. And
But yeah, no, I
he
get that.
locked them outside for hours and hours and hours and hours.
I can get that to an extent.
Like during the summers, they would like legit lock them out of the house for 12 to 14 hours a day.
Like, so that they would stay outside and not be inside.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, I don't
But they
think
were
that's
also in like Ohio. They didn't live in the suburbs. They lived in like the woods.
That's hype, dude. That's like
I
get
mean,
out there.
he also like Jake says that he accredits that like when you're out there, like your creativity just like
Yeah.
builds. Like
I mean, you gotta be
that's
creative.
exactly,
You got a bunch
or
of
else you're
sticks.
bored.
You
Yeah.
got a bunch of sticks
So
and rocks.
he
and trees.
credits like those long days outside during the summer to him and his brother being the creative minds that they are.
No, I
And
think
starting like Vine and stuff.
having like strict parents is not a bad thing. I think it's a good thing when it's in control. When it gets to be like excessive, like helicopter, like beating, or just like always down their throat, like micromanagement, that's where it's not the best.
Yeah, like I think that micromanaging, like that kid or the dad that's always like I'm sure you've seen this with hockey and I've seen this with wrestling. There's that dad that's always like yelling at their kid to do better at the sport,
Yeah, and it's
like
like
always, and it's like
and
this,
yelling at
and
your
that
kid
and
to skate
that kid
faster
hates
isn't gonna
the
like
like that kid hates the sport. Um,
yeah, or they get just embarrassed of their parent
yeah,
too.
that's tough too.
I mean, luckily my parents never did that. But
Yeah,
dude, if my some parents do get rowdy. They get rowdy, and
oh,
it's like
honestly, I love a good
it's
rowdy
like
parent every once in a while.
because it's like settled down. You're not playing. It's just a game. It makes sense at like a professional sporting match,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
don't get like
But like I actually find it quite humorous when I go to your games and there's like a
oh
40-year-old dad that's just like getting way too
yeah.
wild.
No, it's like
I
bro, what are
actually
you
it
doing?
geeks me a little
It's
bit.
like bruh.
It's like yes, if that was like anyone I knew, I would tell them to sit down. But like saying it's not. It's just funny for me.
But yeah,
All right, so that was just me trying to spin off that Ellen DeGeneres. Now we're gonna start breaking down the real issues of today's society.
are we?
Ice Spice.
Ice Spice, that's the real issue. Dude, said I'm gonna know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So her latest single is going viral.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either. All I know is that
It's viral.
it's just like it's just the entire music. I saw Kai Cenat react to it on TikTok. It's legit just like women shaking ass.
Oh,
The
makes sense.
entire video.
I'm about to go look it up.
Okay.
Hold on, give me a second.
Don't ask
No,
me
not
to say.
like
Oh
that.
no, okay, yeah, for
No.
research purposes, obviously.
Yeah, dude. All
But
this is research.
There's
purpose.
a like literally quoted in the song. It's
Is it Barbie World?
maybe I don't know.
No, I think it's Deli.
Yeah, it's because that's what I was going to quote. One of her quotes is, "Got that bread up, but I'm still shaking my ass in the deli." What are we doing,
Dude? It's
so that yet
Ice
again
Spice.
begs the question. Like it was first, it was Cardi B.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing this.
Then
yes.
it's Ice Spice. I feel like there's always just a rapper, a female rapper. I think it's both ways. I think I didn't write it down this way, but I think I can take it both ways. Between the Ice Spice and Cardi B rapping about shaking ass,
Nicki Minaj.
and Nicki Minaj, and then Polo G and like Pop Smoke talking about like shootings and violence. I just think there's so much like programming. Like I think what you listen to goes so much further than just listening to it. Not saying I don't listen to some like of those artists, mostly not the female ones, but I do listen to some, but obviously I'm not in the hood shooting people up on the daily. So it's like, but like, do you think that like people like Ice Spice singing about that encourages more female to shake ass and be thoughts? And do you think that people talking about being violent in the hood encourages people to be violent?
No, I'm going to disagree.
Okay.
I'm going to hard disagree here. I think Ice Spice just be shaking ass because that's what makes the money these days. You got all those dudes that are sitting at home that got nothing better to do, and they see this new up and coming rapper just shaking that thing on some YouTube videos. And they're clicking on
it's
that.
pronounced yeah.
Yeah, no, they're clicking on it and they are watching that thing. They are giving.
How many views is it at?
they're-
It's at like
dude,
200 million.
I don't know how many views it's at.
Click on
Um,
it. Click on it. I know you want to click on it.
nah,
Put that in
I
your search
actually
history.
don't want to
Put that in
click
your
on it,
search history.
but like I don't think it, if you're saying from an influencer sense, like if you're saying that she is an influencer, no, I don't count Ice Spice as
How?
an influencer.
How?
I count her
There are
as like
hundreds of thousands of people, particularly women, listening to that every day, and
nah,
it's
but
just like if you
I
listen to affirmations every day saying you're going to be great, odds are you're going to do better than everyone else.
nah, but I don't think they're like, yo, I'm gonna go shake my ass like Ice Spice.
Okay,
I
we
don't think
also
they're
live in
just,
like a kind of like a small town.
but like I don't think they're
Like no one's shaking
practicing
ass
it
in the
either.
deli around here, but like
I don't know, dude.
pull up to
Maybe,
the deli, bro.
dude. I don't. Yeah, I don't go to the deli a lot, but dude, and then as far as like the shooting stuff and the gun violence stuff, I just think that rappers just be rapping about what's relevant, or like,
Okay,
if
so
they're
if we
trying to
stop
make
rapping about it, maybe it'll be a little less relevant. No,
no, but to are like for your question of does that make people want to go and shoot people?
shake
No,
ass,
no, I don't.
shake that gat.
Like I've never listened to an Ice Spice song and gone, "Oh, I'm about to go twerk." Um, I might joke about it, but I'm not actually gonna do it. And then like as far as like the gun violence stuff, I don't know. Like if a bar flows, a bar flows, dude. Like if you
Oh,
gotta say
gee, I
some,
got really
if
confused for a second.
if you gotta say some crazy stuff, but it makes sense and it's a fire bar, yeah, I mean I'm singing it, I'm rapping it, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like imagine you're
I
just like
guess,
in the
yeah.
stew cooking up
No, I
something
mean,
crazy,
look, I'm
and you
not
get this
hating.
this line about
d-
went
I'm,
and did all that, yo. I
I'm
mean,
definitely no. It's like Lil Tecca. Remember when Lil Tecca was popping off, and then he went on the Genius interview, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't have a gun." He was like, "I've never held a gun,
yeah, exactly. Like
and
it
I
just
don't have Gucci."
the flow just be
Like,
going, and sometimes
yeah.
like they're just
But
trying
I'm
to
not
make a
hating on
story.
the creators. I'm just putting the question out there
You're
that
saying are these people
it could be
influencers?
a negative influence on the
Like,
young minds of
y-
women
okay,
that
yes,
make them want to shake that gat
I'll agree with
in the deli.
that sense that like it can cause a bad image, but I don't think it is purposely making these people do that stuff.
Maybe not.
Like at the end of the day,
Maybe
they
it
have their
is.
own choice on doing that or not.
This is true.
Um,
And this kind of leads me to my next thing because we talked about earlier like people have their choice, healthy habits versus unhealthy habits. Should fast food chains be responsible for the obesity in America?
no,
I
no.
I
I'm going
agree
to
but
say
don't
no.
agree.
Let me hear why you don't agree.
I just think I don't think they're like the I don't think you can blame them because they're just doing business and
Yeah.
business is easy when you're doing the wrong thing in my opinion. I think like gambling is like one of the biggest industries in the world, but it's one of the most detrimental to people's actual lives.
Okay.
So I think
It's
it's
like liquor stores too.
yeah, exactly. So I just think like the more detrimental something it is, the more addicting it is, the easier it is to have that business be profitable and easy to make money. Not saying like I mean we have some laws around stuff like that, like gambling and alcohol, but like I just think it's a lot easier to go to McDonald's and pick up a burger than go to the grocery store and pick out healthy food and eat healthy. But I no, I don't obviously point the finger and be like they're the reason. I think there's obviously several reasons to why it occurs, but I do think they play a key in the puzzle.
Okay. Well, so I'm just going to disagree because the fast food places aren't making people fat. If you go and eat a burger at McDonald's, you're not going to get fat. Like this is a across multiple days, months, years kind of like it becomes your sediment lifestyle.
But
Like you
that's what I'm saying. It's
rely on
so
it.
much easier. Like for me, right? I go home and I don't feel like cooking, so maybe I stop at McDonald's, grab a Happy Meal, and then on the drive home, eat the Happy Meal. And by the time I'm home, I don't have to cook. I don't have to clean. I just put it in the trash and I'm done.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
But it's extremely unhealthy
Yes,
and it makes me more lazy.
yes, so it's your choice at the end of the day, is what I'm saying. Like, you can do that every once in a while, and it's not going to matter. It's when you do it repeatedly. And, like, you can't blame a a food restaurant for someone just having bad habits. Like,
But
yes,
there
like
are
me,
foods out there that are almost addictive, some would say.
like what?
Dude, Yaki Madness.
Dude, no, no. I don't think any fast food is addictive. It is good, but I, it, if you are like addicted to fast food, you're
That's what
just a beta.
obesity is.
Then you're just a beta.
I think that's what
All obese people are betas. I'm saying,
I mean,
man.
this is true.
They are just all
But
betas. Hey, stand up, go walk. I is that wrong for me to say that?
so
Like,
speaking of
it
where do
probably
you
is
walk?
wrong for
Where
me
do
to
you
say that.
walk?
But
What if you live in O Block and you can't walk or you get
why do you
shot?
live in O Block? Nah,
That's
nah,
my
nah.
parents weren't
Okay, so these
I was
people.
born in O Block and I've lived in O Block till I'm not 20 years old and now I can't walk the street or else I get shot.
So you just never leave your house.
I can't or else I get shot.
You never. This is such a bad scenario.
Co-
You just
co-
stay in your house 24/7. You never
COVID
leave your house.
COVID hit and I went to online school. I still go to online school and if I leave I'll probably get shot.
So you just never leave your house.
Can't.
That makes no sense. I'm sorry. That makes no sense.
Dude, we've been to O Block, bro. I would not leave my
Yeah,
house if I lived in O Block.
I would have walked down O Block that day. I would have. I would have
Dude,
walked.
that chick beat her dog. What do you
I
think?
I would have walked. I would have walked. It was early enough in the morning. Um, I would have just made sure I had nothing on me other than my phone,
Don't matter.
and I'm ready to
They got
run.
that grah.
What? They're not just gonna shoot you to shoot you, dude.
Initiation. How else do people get
Stop.
initiated? You gotta catch your body or two.
I guess,
All
but
right, no,
like,
that we get a little off topic. I
yeah,
was just being a little
but
exaggerated
no,
there.
I think at the end of the
Like I
day,
said, I don't.
people have their choice.
Yeah, I don't point the finger at McDonald's and say
No,
it's them. But like when they're so grossly profitable that they're legit creating McDonald's and Chick-fil-A are both creating spin-offs of themselves and like different they're like changing their styles, but
wait,
it's still
really?
yeah, they just
What?
released this within the past month. Both of them are gonna have like McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. They haven't announced names or anything yet, but they're gonna be able to have like fish fillet, you know what I mean? And then they're gonna have it like rebranded, but it's still gonna be under Chick-fil-A. They're opening up
What?
yeah.
Dude, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. But like that's what I'm saying. Like when it's so profitable that you can legit just like change a couple things and throw more locations out and you know it'll stick because your product is that good, but it's really not good for you.
It's like
Like
there's
it's
always
tough.
going to be a demand. There's always going to be a consumer. Like they got to meet those needs. And at the end of the day, those employees in those McDonald's, they've got a family they need to feed too.
I
So,
guess.
they got to make their money.
So when you're talking about going for a walk, right? What if we removed cars from major metropolitan cities? I think those were the same word just
Okay.
restated.
So take all of the cars out of a city.
Yes.
What? What's your point?
To reduce emissions,
Oh,
reduce
oh
traffic.
my god.
Dude,
Oh my god.
Madrid's already doing it. They already
Oh
have.
my god.
It's still like they increase the flow of pedestrians and public transportation. Think about that. Think about how much easier it'd be to get around if 90% of the cars were not on the street. Think about that.
That
Because
doesn't make
90% of cars on the street are personal use.
so
So
what
if you
you're
just
saying
add a
is
couple
just do
buses
just
or maybe
straight
a train,
buses.
so you have buses, trains, bicycles, electric scooters, and walking. That's 5 modes of transportation, and you can get rid of 90% of the emission right here. It's not really an emission.
I think
It's
the
just like
only way it
a
would be
greener.
effective is if there was a subway. I don't think buses could fix anything.
That's why it's major metropolitan.
Like
You know what I mean?
I having a car is the luxury of just being able to go from point A to point B as quick as possible. If you have a bus, now you have to walk to the bus stop, get there before the bus is there because you don't want to miss the bus. And then you might have 10 stops before your actual destination.
Okay, so this is just don't be lazy, right? Know
Mm.
your bus route or know the subway route or know you have city bikes at the bottom of your apartment that you can rent for like $1 and then just spend the extra 10, 20 minutes.
That 10-20 minutes though adds up very quickly.
Okay, but people are spending 4 hours a day on their phone. So how much is it going to add up, right?
What do you mean? How does 4 hours on the phone relate?
Don't, maybe instead of sitting on your phone in the morning and scrolling TikTok, we just get out of bed, put on our clothes, get to your work or wherever you're going that day in a more friendly environment. And you know what I mean?
I don't think screen time is the cause of
No, I'm
that
saying
though.
that like if you're saying it's gonna take more time, people are draining their time all day. People fill their time with absolute nothingness all day.
I guess I can't relate to that then, which is why I'm having a hard time
We're also
understanding.
not in a huge metropolitan
Well,
where this
that's
would
the other
work.
thing. Like,
Like I'm saying, like Madrid is incorporating this right now. They have zones where it's car free. I'm not saying like wipe it entirely. I'm just saying like cities would be a
I think
little
it would
less loud.
only be smart in a
The
city
air
setting,
quality, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
not
saying.
where we're at.
The air quality would increase a little bit. Like think about Beijing. Beijing's air quality is absolute shit because
Yeah,
there's like
no,
900,000
that
cars.
it
They
makes
have
sense
car
for that.
landfills. It's crazy.
See, like in a setting though where we live, like
No, that
imagine
would be fucking
like
terrible.
you live what, maybe 3 miles from my house, three, four, five, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
And imagine you just had to go stand at a bus stop, wait for a bus to come all the way here, then walk to my house. It's not going to drop you off at my house.
It
It's going to drop you off
already
on the.
does. It's at the Kirkwood
I
Library. It
mean,
drops
yeah,
us off.
you still gotta
Still gotta
walk at
walk.
least
Closest
three
one to
quarters
me.
of a
Actually,
mile.
honestly, I think I could do it because there's now because of Amazon. There's that bus stop right next to my house, and then I just take that bus to Kirkwood.
Dude, but that'd be so much more of a hassle than
I'm
you
not
just
saying it
getting in
wouldn't.
your car
I'm
and
not
driving
saying it
10
wouldn't.
minutes.
I'm saying in major metropolitans,
Yeah, I
it
get
would
that.
make more sense to
Hmm.
reduce noise, make it a little easier to breathe.
I so I don't. This isn't. This is actually fully off our plan.
It's all my plan, G.
It's on my phone. Shoot, I don't know. My phone's right here, so it's like sort of off my plan, not off my plan. I saw this the other day. Get a load of this.
I love your loads.
Whoa, whoa, dude.
Whoa. Whoa, we're
Pause.
talking about news here. What are we? We're
Pause.
reporters. We're
Pause.
journalists. What do you?
All right.
Why would you take it that way?
California-based startup Aleph Aeronautics has recently received a certification from the Federal Aviation Administration. This is the first vehicle of its kind to receive a FAA, the Federal Aviation
Oh, I
Administration,
think I've seen this.
certification. It can fly
And
and
drive.
travel on roads. This car, the vehicle called the Model A, will have a road range of 200 miles and a flying range of 110 miles. The car is open for pre-orders starting at 300 grand. But my question is, do you think that that would be any help in
It'd be terrible.
you think
I
that
think
would be
that'd be
worse?
terrible, bro.
But
What
like
is that gonna fix?
it would fix traffic.
No, it would
Imagine
not.
having so you know how we have like speed limits?
Isn't it
No,
like
no,
the
no,
things
listen.
that like
You ever seen the
expands?
Jetsons? No, it's not like that. You ever seen the Jetsons?
Yes. Yes.
Old cartoon.
It's not that old, but yes.
It's pretty old,
It's pretty old,
Jacob.
but it's not that old. It's like
What
30
is
years
what
old.
is that old to you?
I think it was made in like the 90s. I'm not saying it started in the 90s, but I think it aired in the 90s.
1962.
All right, that's pretty old. When did it air? It was on forever, though, yeah?
It originally aired in prime time from September 23rd, 1962 to March 17th, 1963, and then aired later on ABC from 1985 to 1987. So
Is
it
there
was
only
never in the
one
90s.
season of it?
3 seasons. But yeah.
Crazy.
Um
Yeah, it is old.
no, so you know how like they're all flying around in
Yes,
lines?
I know.
Like when I was younger, I would think like, oh, if we have flying cars, people are just gonna be flying everywhere like willy-nilly. But I think that realistically, you're still gonna have to fly on the road path. It's just there's gonna be a height limit. So you know how like a speed limit of like 65 miles per hour, like you're not supposed to go over 65?
I'm
I'm
telling
gonna
you,
say there's gonna be like a height limit, like your car cannot fly above 30
it'll
feet.
never work.
You don't think so?
No. I think like air traffic control already has to tell people like the exact location they have to be at.
But
I think
why is
adding
air traffic control involved in this?
because that's legit like the police of the sky.
No, air traffic.
They
That's what
just tell people where to fly.
No, but air traffic control wouldn't be involved in this at all. Is what I'm
I
saying.
think I'm saying it would have to be, or else people
No,
would just crash into each other.
no. dude,
I think so.
people just crash into themselves on the road.
Exactly.
Dude.
Imagine people who don't know how to fly trying to fly a flying vehicle. It
Yeah,
would
I
be
mean,
10 times worse, is what I'm
okay,
saying.
but we still let people that don't know how to drive, dude. So yes, there's always like you can't fix that. You got to take that and not think about that. What I'm saying is I don't think air traffic control would be involved because air traffic control worries about planes. You got to think
They is a plane is just
no,
a
no, no,
flying
no, no, no.
vehicle.
These are planes that are like hundreds of feet in the air. These cars are only gonna be 20 to 30 feet above the ground, and they're gonna
What?
be
I don't think
fly,
I've seen this
and they're
vehicle you're
going to
talking
be
about.
flying on the same like roads that we have right now. It's
Just
just
like 40 feet up.
yes, so that everyone's gonna follow the same traffic patterns. It's just you're not gonna have to realistically like wait, I guess, as much. Like
I
you're just gonna
think we
fly.
would have fully autonomous electric vehicles before that happens.
I think by the end of this decade, by 2030, you will see flying cars on the road.
I, I might see one. Like a singular one.
Okay, but
Like an
that
air
one
show.
will lead to hundreds.
Doubtful.
Back in the day, bro, when people were on horses, they probably saw one car in their lifetime.
True.
And now look at what we're at, dude.
I don't think flying's the way though. I just don't think flying's more efficient.
Dude, I don't think those people thought like half of the stuff back then was that efficient. And look at where we're at now.
I think it's hard to say the wheel was not efficient. I think it's pretty hard to say that like engines were not efficient.
Maybe they were, but
like
I
when you see someone coasting by you at 60 and you're in your buggy on 10, I think we knew which one was
dude,
efficient.
imagine when you see someone just flying by and you're stuck at the red light and they're 30 feet up, just
No,
cruising to their
I
destination.
understand. I'm just saying I don't think I think there's too many factors that would be. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like electric vehicles where people were like, it'll never happen. But
Yeah,
I just don't see it.
it
Not saying
is.
it'll never happen, but 10 years, I think I might see one.
I don't know. I was looking at like all the comments and stuff on it. They were like, "Oh, like you'll see flying cars by 2030." Like,
Yeah, a flying car. No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think it'd be as simple to guide them as you think it would be.
yeah, I
But maybe I'm
guess.
wrong.
Uh,
Um.
it's always a learning
So
point.
speaking of like that evolving stuff, um, back in the early 2000s, the internet was being created, and there was a huge tech bubble that had built up around computers and stuff. And then in I think it was 2001, the bubble popped, and there was a bit of a recession in tech stocks, and ever since then they've just climbed until like the past, like they fall in recessions, but they are still climbing. Um, I think AI could be the next big tech bubble.
I mean, we've known this. We've known this.
Yeah.
We've known AI is
It's
going to be
just
the next
like
thing.
it's
Once,
hard to like see because like right now you're like, duh, Google was a good investment back then. Duh, Amazon was good.
Mhm.
Duh, like Dell was good. But right now it's like you can't
yeah,
invest in Opus AI and like Chat GPT. There's no Chat GPT stock.
hmm
So is crypto the next? Like, is
no,
that what you're
don't
betting
get me
on?
started on crypto. No, crypto's not the next thing. Don't get into crypto. Everyone knows that. Anyone that's ever been in crypto, you don't make money. Do you make money in crypto?
I did.
But like crazy
No,
amount.
no. I'm not saying crazy amounts.
Yeah, but so like if you're making crazy amounts, like you probably had a lot of money to begin with.
Or you're a scammer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or
And
it's a
you
pump
like
and dump.
knew like
Yeah.
some inside scoop. Yeah. But dude, any of that stuff, like you're realistically, it'd just be better to actually put your stuff in real stocks. But no, the AI wave is real. Do I think like everyone being scared about like AI taking their job? Not everyone's job. Only
Those McDonald's who we're talking about, maybe.
um
There's a fully autonomous McDonald's kitchen out there right now.
yeah.
That's just cook like 8 patties at a fucking time cooking.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be scary. I'm trying to think
But
of
think
like
about how quick you get your food.
dude, oh yeah, and it's super lazy. You can just go up and you can get it.
But think about it.
Um, hey, see, okay, you know what? If it's like that, no, then I don't support it. If there's people making it, then I do support it.
Okay,
The fact that AI is
there's a
doing it,
thin line
I
here.
don't support it. It is the next big thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
because
it has to be.
it is the big thing right now. It does everything for you.
Yeah.
You need to do something, it does something.
Shoot, I had something on my mind that was gonna go to from there. Um, AI does everything.
It does.
I don't know. We're just lazy. We're becoming a lazy civilization.
Dude, like, could you imagine when you were younger? You're like 5 years old. Could you imagine if ChatGPT was like a thing, man? Dude,
I
think
don't.
about the
I wouldn't
kids
want it to
today.
though.
Dude,
I
the
like.
kids today,
They're ruined.
yeah. And I bet that our parents also look at us and they were like, yo, you guys have it so much easier than we did. And we just look at like the kids of today and we're like, y'all got it so much easier than we did.
But easier isn't always better, you know.
Yeah.
Like I just think they're ruined. I don't think they'll ever have the experiences we had. Never
Yeah.
have like
That's why I'm gonna
you
be a
ain't.
strict parent.
No one's.
I'm gonna be
I'd
a
say no
strict
one's.
parent.
No one's sending their kids to summer camp
No, I'm
anymore.
sending my kids to a summer camp. I literally had that thought the other day. I literally had that thought. I was like, you know what, like, cause I'm working a camp right now. I was like, I miss these days. Like, I'm gonna make sure that my kids like go to camp, cause like you meet some crazy people, and
You're
like,
either going to camp or you're coming to work with me. There's no in
not
between.
that's
You
like
either learn how to work hard or you have fun working hard.
nah. Camp is good because it can help you figure out how to make friends and how to make friends with people you should make friends with and not make friends with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it is very good for a like a growing kid in the sense that for their brain, the stimulation, it's very good. And connections.
Yeah. You gotta learn how to communicate with people at a young age. Or
Mm-hmm.
else you never have
Dude,
friends.
kids just argue all day and it's like, calm down.
Terrible.
It's not no, but like I also remember though, dude, the kids just like they're like today, great example. The one kid sits down, gets up, and then another kid comes and sits down. The kid comes back, he's like, "You're in my spot. Why are you in my spot? You took my seat. Get out of my seat." And there was this whole big
And
deal.
then
They
you
almost
said
started
locks or
fighting.
box for
They almost
it.
started fighting over this seat. And like in my mind, I'm like, you know, I definitely did that when I was younger. But like as you get older, it's like okay, like you know what, they took my seat. It's really not that big of
It's
a deal. It's not like the
crazy.
end of the world.
It's
Like
actually
and
crazy how the mind develops over
no, no,
time.
and these kids are like acting like it's the end of the
No, legit.
world.
Like something would happen before in my life, and I'd be like, "This is terrible." Or like, "This is gonna ruin my life."
It's like
And
no,
then
I'm
now I
done.
look
I'm
at
never
it,
doing this
and
again.
it's
No.
like, "Buddy, you dropped your sandwich. Let's
Yeah.
relax. It's not the end of the world. Like it's okay."
No, literally. Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
So that we were in line. They were all lined up, and the kid was maybe like the seventh in line, and a kid got in front of him, and now he's the eighth in line, and he started crying because this kid just cut in front of him, and
Get
it was just
wrecked,
like
kid.
basic drills, like going around circles. And it's like, dude, why are you full on crying that the
All
kid
right,
just cut in
all right,
front of
stop.
you?
How young are these kids? Like
Like
5?
7.
Yeah, okay.
Like, but like, nah, dude, like full
That's
on
very it's very young.
that like
It's very young. They're
like,
hardly out of their toddler years yet, bro.
but like he's crying like it's the end of the world that he's now eighth and not seventh in line. And I'm just sitting there like, it's really not that big of a deal. Like, just like stop crying. Like, I get it. Like, you're like really upset that you're now one behind him. But like, it's not like I don't.
Get wrecked, kid.
just, just don't let that happen in the future. I don't know. But dude, yeah, yeah.
All right, so I have a grand loop here that we're gonna. So what I was trying to talk about, or what I was forgot about earlier, we were talking about how people are getting lazy, and what I wanted to get is how like social media and stuff is taking so much time away from our lives and stuff like that. We're gonna start with how our privacy has just been stripped away from us. It's gone. It doesn't exist.
What do you mean in the sense of
What ounce of
privacy?
privacy do you have?
Along what lines?
All of it. Any privacy do you think you have?
I think I have a good bit of privacy. I don't think you know what I
Where?
do, like on the daily. Like, what
No,
did
I'm
I
not
do
saying me.
yesterday?
I'm not saying me. I'm not saying I could like access your privacy. I'm saying from like Google, Facebook, the government,
Just
stuff like
don't go
that.
on your phone.
No, I mean that's what
Okay. Oh, so you're saying on your phone?
I'm saying
Oh
in
yeah.
life. I mean, like the FBI could walk up in here right now, and you're probably done for. Like, what are you gonna say? You need a warrant, and then they kick it down and arrest you, and you're like, you need a warrant, and they're like, too bad. What would you do? That's very exaggerated, but I'm saying like in general, like between that, social media, your phones, I mean, you practically just give your information away to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time you signed up for something and they didn't ask for like date of birth, social security number, and your email? It's like, there's my life. You now have access to it.
Um,
And then the government can pretty much just be like, yeah, we need to see in there.
I
And
guess I look at it as I don't really care if the
I don't
government
care
has
either.
my phone number.
I don't care either
Like
because
I
I'm
don't
not hiding anything.
like. Yeah. Do you mean like? I think privacy then in that asset is or sense is along the lines of if you care about your privacy, you're doing stuff you probably shouldn't be doing.
I guess, but it's like think about like back in like the 90s when like someone had a life that like not everyone knew about. You know what I mean?
No one knows about my life or
That's true.
your life
That's true.
or my mom's life or
But
your
if they
mom's
wanted
life.
to, they could.
Just like back then, if they wanted to, they
I don't
could.
know if they could
I
though.
think you're getting at it. It would be easier to do that
Yeah,
nowadays.
I guess.
Like it would be easier to figure out where people live. Like I could figure out if I didn't know like who you were, and I only had your name, I could figure out who you live or like
That's what I'm
where you
saying.
live.
It's
But that's
terrible.
but that's public documentation. That is known public documentation.
But back in the 90s, I could not get access to that public documentation.
But like, do you really need that documentation?
I don't, but I also don't want people to have it. It's like
Oh, you're saying that sense. Nah,
that's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
don't care. I don't. I guess I don't care because
because we're not doing much.
yeah. Well, even if I was doing a lot, I guess if I was famous and Bulls
That's what
had
I'm
my
saying.
phone
If
number,
someone
I'd
has
be
a,
mad.
I'm gonna say like that's what
I'd
I'm
just
saying.
get a new phone number and make sure that it doesn't leak. Like I,
But I'm saying like, oh, someone always has something. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's gone.
Mm,
Privacy's gone. If someone wants your phone number, they can get it. That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to think of like a reason why I would need or want privacy.
That's weird.
No, like, and I can't think of any reason. So like, I
It's
don't care.
it's just my right. It's my life. I
No, no,
should
no.
be able
I
to.
get that. I get it's your life.
All right, Zeke doesn't care about his privacy. We get that.
Yeah, no, because I'm not
Man's never
like,
on incognito mode. I'll tell you that.
well, like I'm not doing anything crazy that it's like I should be worried about.
Like, yeah, I'm on the same page, just like the other side of the page. That's fine.
I like I think all the people that are actually scared about their privacy are just scared about the wrong things. And if people are gonna be like, oh, like if they can strip that right away from you, they're gonna strip all the other rights away from you. But like
They already could if they wanted to, for real.
I think what is public knowledge cannot be considered something that is private. Like
But I think
like
almost
a phone.
everything is. I think the only thing that's not public knowledge right now is the stuff they're hiding from us.
Yeah.
Like the aliens have been hiding probably from us for like 10 years.
Yeah, but that makes sense. But no, I'm
I
saying
guess.
wait, government privacy or your privacy?
Well, I don't have privacy. That's what I'm getting at. I don't have any. It doesn't exist. That's what I'm saying.
What privacy don't you think you have?
Any of it.
No, tell me.
What do you mean?
No, I'm asking.
I'm saying
What do you
anything,
mean?
any aspect in my life.
Okay, like what?
Bank information, phone number, my house, like that's everything.
Your
Like
phone number is
my
not
work.
private information.
No, it's not.
How?
I think if anyone wants it, they could look it up and find it
How?
through Instagram.
I'm gonna look up.
Instagram.
Is that actually
It's
like a
linked to my
thing?
Instagram.
I just don't think I could like on a it's not it's private in the sense that like
But what I'm saying right now,
I see
no one
okay.
wants to blow up my
No,
phone, so
I
there's
see
no
I
like
see
imminent
okay.
threat.
No, I actually see what you're getting at right now. You're like yes. Nothing is private because somewhere
It's out. Yeah,
someone could get it. But to the general public, they're not going to get your phone number. Now,
I guess.
the fact that you have a second swing account and I can go and look up your name and like yes, yes, that is not private anymore. but like in that sense, you still have that privacy. Like I think it's actually illegal to like do what I just said and give that information out.
It is, but like, yeah. What I was just saying is that like, if
Like
someone wants it, they could
Snapchat,
get it.
like your private Snapchat stuff in the lock thing.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like you can only get in that, but someone at Snapchat could get in that too.
Oh yeah.
It's like all those photos that you take and save, they're somewhere in some Snapchat
Yeah.
database. Like someone could
That's what I'm saying.
theoretically hack
Everything's out
in,
there.
and yes, I don't know what that like. That there's definitely a classification like for that stuff because that's not necessarily public knowledge, but it's not private knowledge either. And there's like a middle ground. There's more of a middle ground nowadays. Because you're right, like
Yeah.
your
So
stuff
everything's,
shouldn't be public.
yeah.
Like
It's not public, but it's out there.
yes,
That's what I'm saying.
mm-hmm.
And if someone from the government, like, say, I don't know, like, I say the say, I
You're
don't
saying a
know.
lot of says, but you're not saying much.
If I accidentally talk about a gun in the airport, they could just like
flag you, like
flag
red
my
flag you.
entire life,
Yeah.
and then like I'm done forever.
I
I'll
don't think
never,
I don't
never
think
leave
that
the
would happen.
country.
I don't think that would happen.
Can't get on a plane.
No, I don't think
Never
that would
public
happen.
transport.
I don't think that would happen.
I don't think it would either, but I don't know. All right,
Yeah,
next topic.
I see what you're saying.
Should speaking of like the accountability for obesity and stuff, should social media and media platforms be more accountable for spreading misinformation?
No,
Why not?
because
When did lying become not wrong?
dude, because it's social media. You know the old saying, "You believe everything you see on the internet."
The saying is, don't believe everything you see on the internet.
Well, okay,
Because
yeah,
of that
yeah,
reason.
yeah. Don't believe everything you see on the internet.
But these people, it's like the weather people that can just say it's going to be 69, and then when it's 75 out the next day, they still have a job. Like, it's like, what are we
That's like
doing?
that's math.
Okay,
Though.
that's different.
That's a
But I'm saying,
statistical
like,
probability based
like
on like
people in the news are not spreading news. They're just spreading whatever uh Fox CEO wants them to spread that day.
and that's called freedom of speech. And and I think anyone has the
But
right to say what they want to say.
they are not a person. They are then working under a company. I think companies should be more accountable for the misinformation they spread.
I
Not
don't think they should.
not calling out any one entity, but I'm
Nah,
saying
call someone out because I need an example.
I just said Fox. Well, I keep going with Fox. I have
Okay,
nothing against
so
Fox.
Fox News
Fox News
is
says that
entitled to their own opinion.
says but their job.
In which case they can say whatever they want to the average folk, us, on the news, and the average folk can either agree and believe what they're saying or disagree, fact check, and move on with their life and forget about the crazy
What if you
nonsense.
can't fact check?
What do you mean?
Because everyone's saying the sky is red right now. Everywhere.
Like and like if I read on the news that it said the sky is red, I would just walk outside and see the skies.
But now everyone's saying the sky's red because everyone believes what they see on the
If
internet.
everyone is saying it though, that doesn't make it right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
I'm saying
But I'm saying
they
you
need to
shouldn't
be held accountable.
No, I'm saying you shouldn't be held accountable to that. If you're an idiot to believe that the sky is red, you're an idiot.
Okay, here, I'll give you a better example, right? The Johnny Depp trials, right?
Yes.
Say Fox comes out and Johnny Depp was found innocent and then filed a countersuit and he won the countersuit and he was paid like $3 million. He donated that, right?
Yeah.
What if they said Johnny Depp was found guilty and paid $4 million? That's just false. They just spread misinformation.
Okay. And usually Instagram will like flag it and be like, "Yo, the information on this post is not."
The
accurate.
only thing I see that for is when like
Dude,
someone
I see
is.
it all the time.
Never see it. Only thing I've ever saw it for was like it was like these foods are unhealthy, these foods are healthy, and it was like Lucky Charms is unhealthy. That was flagged. And then it was like apples are very good for you. That was flagged. And it was like misinformation. I was like,
No, no, no. Dude,
what?
I get all the time on my Instagram feed like this video is edited or this information is not accurate or the source is not accurate or this is fake news or like I get that stuff all the time or this video is graphic like and you got to like click on like the thing that says okay, I'm still going to view it. I'm like even if it reads this
I'm
information is
not gonna lie,
totally
I
false
never
and
see those.
dude, I get them all. The next time I get, I'll screenshot and send it to you. But you have to still like it gives you the prompt. It's like a gray faded screen. It gives you the
I've seen
prompt,
the graphic
and then you have
context
to
ones,
click like still
but
view.
I've only seen the misinformation one on like foods. I swear, I don't know why.
I
Maybe
don't
I have
know,
it like turned off.
but no, because I think people are entitled to their own opinion. It's like the flat Earth people. Dude, those people are preaching that the Earth is
Dude,
flat, but everyone knows that it's not flat.
I saw a video and it almost made me believe,
Oh
bro.
my
I don't know why. I saw it and I was like, why is he low key spit facts?
no, I mean like no, like they have good points. They have valid
They have
points.
some.
Don't get me wrong.
But then I'm like, you're an idiot. I don't believe
Yeah.
you.
No, like the Earth could be flat. No, like
There's like a
nobody
0.1%
knows.
chance.
Like yes, like
Well, except for the people that do
yes,
know.
except for the people that have been to space and
Yeah.
maybe
And
like
maybe they never went.
yeah, that's the other thing. Maybe they, but that gets into conspiracy theories. But like I
I understand what you're saying.
I think
But
that you shouldn't be
I'm saying larger entities
no
should one be
no
reprimanded for
no because that's just
spreading
crazy.
misinformation,
That's just
and
crazy.
two, social media outlets should stop misinformation earlier.
Nah, I think that's just crazy. That's taking away freedom of speech. Even if it's wrong, like even if you're wrong on a
So
topic, right?
so
And I say nope, you're
so
wrong, you can't say that.
Instagram has the right to deny their services to anybody.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
because
it's
they're
no
a
longer taking
company.
away. You can go yell it in the streets. That's fine.
Hmm.
You can spread information in the streets and use your stuff, your products, whatever you have to spread it. That's fine. But Instagram has the right to deny someone access. Therefore, I think they should do more. If they're gonna deny people, actually maybe do something with the people that are denying.
If
Either way,
listen, if those companies start just spitting out a bunch of false, fake news, you might as well just delete the app.
that's why I don't listen to the news.
I don't know the last time that I actually did watch the news. The news that I pull from is just NPR. That is the one thing that I listen to.
Have you so recently? Not so recently. I think it was a few months ago. Researchers have said that social media has put us in an epidemic of loneliness, even though people these days feel and are actually more connected than ever. Like they're more in touch with everyone in their life. Like, because, you just take a quick social media post and you're like, wow, now I know that Johnny is got a new job or like Johnny's moving, whatever. Um, but it's actually just led to more depression, anxiety, and loneliness.
I believe it. So believe it. I
Yeah.
believe that 100%.
Like it's like I was saying earlier, like the average person spends like I think it's like 6 hours to 8 hours on their phone a day. Like that is time that we used to spend with actual human beings. And we're now spending 6 to 8 hours less time with an actual being, and we're just here.
I think it's a different type of loneliness also. Because I'm going to like cite a memory from my pastime.
You do that.
When I was like way younger, like in elementary school, middle school, like I didn't hang out with people outside of school or like camp or anything until I could drive. So like my loneliness, like I was alone all the time at home. Like I would go into the woods alone and just like like climb trees, fall out of trees, go swimming in the creek, like, and like yeah, you might get lonely, and I don't think that that's any different than just being on your phone and being by yourself. Like, I think it's a sense of like FOMO that these people are lonely in the sense that they're missing out, and it's a false sense of loneliness.
No, I think it is being alone. Like I think it's like legit being alone.
So like, what do you?
Like you didn't have anxiety, you weren't depressed, you weren't actually like you were alone, but you weren't lonely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but so what I'm saying is like the people that are viewing the stuff on their phone and feeling lonely, it's because they're having a small like fear of missing out. Like they see these people like out in the world like having fun, like doing things that they wish they could be doing, and that creates a sense of loneliness or like emptiness and like a void that they're like, "Oh, I wish I was doing that." Or like, "Dang, like my life isn't cool." Or
Yeah, I agree.
like I think that if people just put down their device and actually enjoyed the world for what it is, like you can, like you don't, you I don't know, you don't need people to have a non-lonely life. Like yeah, I guess if you have no friends whatsoever and you just sit inside all day, yeah, you're gonna be lonely. But like
But
that's not because of technology and social media and stuff. You know what I mean? Like no one is
I'm not
keeping
gonna
you
lie,
inside.
you've lost me a little bit. I said that social media and the increase of usage per day has like created more depression, anxiety, and loneliness.
Yeah, and I think that's totally on them. Like just go outside, smell the roses. Like,
But they think like internally they're like, this is me connecting with other people.
oh, wait, so you're saying like the phone makes them not lonely?
That they makes
Because
them
that's true.
think they're connected.
I know people that are like addicted to their phones
That's what
because
I'm
they're like,
saying.
"Oh, I can see everything at once and it's
But
amazing." But
those are the same
that's
people that are like, I have
no, yeah.
anxiety.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
No, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
like
know
that's what
people.
I'm saying.
I
Like,
know people like that, dude.
exactly. They're like, I have anxiety. I need anxiety medicine.
Yeah.
It's
No.
like maybe just drop your phone for 8 hours and like go talk to someone. Because the
Yeah.
more you do that, the less anxious you'll be to talk
Or
to
just like
people.
work on yourself. You don't even need to talk to
Yeah,
someone.
go to the gym alone, maybe.
Yeah.
Like read a book, maybe. I don't
Go on a
know.
drive. Yeah. So like the phone is bad. It yes. There are gonna be some crazy scientific studies, probably already have been on like the phone usage and how it's detrimental to your mind
Yeah,
and
it's terrible.
it is
I
bad.
found myself feeling that way today. I felt like just terrible, but I kept feeling like I needed to be on my phone. It felt so bad. I could not get myself out of a loop of like I went outside and like tried to just sunbathe and just listen to a podcast, not watch it, but listen to it, and it made me feel a little better. But it was just like I just needed to be watching my phone, and it felt terrible.
It's interesting you say that though,
Like I
because
legit felt sick
I
when I was watching it.
there are
I
definitely
drank a bunch of water
times.
because I was like, I'm probably dehydrated, probably need some vitamin D. So I went outside and drank water.
There are definitely times that I'm like that I find myself just constantly picking up my phone and looking at it. But I think I'm in the sense of I feel like why am I scrolling? It's like I'd rather like I'm constantly like scrolling per se, but I don't want to be doing that.
No,
But
me
I
too.
don't have anything better to be doing at that moment. So I
The
just
thing
keep
is,
doing it. But I'm not addicted to it in the sense of like I need to do this. It's more of a I have nothing
it's like,
else to
yeah,
do.
it's like it just seems like it's like it's just like a subconscious like I don't have anything to do right now. Let me scroll on my phone. But it's
Mhm.
like I could be reading a book. I could be
Yeah.
editing our clips.
Yeah,
I
for
could
sure.
be um doing push-ups. I could be cleaning up the house. I could be cleaning my room. Like there is stuff I could be doing, but like I'd rather just sit here on my phone. And
Mhm.
like that's what
Yeah.
I felt today, and it was just nasty. It was a
Yeah.
nasty feeling. I
No, it
legit felt sick. It
mhm.
was terrible.
I agree. Yeah, social media is bad in that aspect.
Yeah. But
But
like it's just such like a distraction. Like it's like literally two different worlds. And when
mhm.
you try and pull yourself out of that world, it's really tough to do. Like
That's what
between social media, TV, celebrities, sports, and like doing trends, like those five things could legit take up an easy 8 hours of your day. Like,
if you're invested in that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. No,
And you
I'm
have to be
like
invested
you
in that
could
stuff.
be. It could be 1 hour of your day. Like you could just like
Yeah.
read a news article, watch like Sports Center for 5 minutes, and like I don't know, and be done with it for the day.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, people are all day just investing in other people's lives
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, and it's just terrible.
It's like everything has a good limit, and when you exceed those limits, that's where it gets bad.
Yeah,
Like anything in excess is bad for you. Well, everything in excess is bad for you.
yeah.
Like nothing is really good for
Is
you on it.
anything and everything the same thing?
What do you mean? Shoot, I don't know.
Like anything isn't
That's like
everything,
string
but
theory, and I
everything
don't know.
can be anything, right?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. You lost me.
I saw a video of string theory last night. I remember you were trying to tell me about it,
Mm,
and I saw a video of it like properly explained, like for like a 2-year-old,
mm,
and I like actually understood it, and I was like, it was like the connection between extremely large things like planets and extremely small things like molecules, right?
mm.
String theory and how everything vibrates.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Crazy,
it
crazy
is.
vids, crazy
It
vids.
is a wild.
I was like,
Well,
dang, if that's at this point, it's just a theory. Like,
we get because we don't have microscopes to look
yeah,
at
to
it.
get they say nothing's in between, or in the I forget what they were called. There's the nucleus, and then inside that was the atom, and something in the atom. And you
A
can't see any
quirk.
deeper. Quarks. Yeah, there's
Oh,
quarks. So like 4 quarks that like bounce around. You can't see. We don't can't see anything deeper than the quarks
mm,
at this moment.
yeah.
Maybe soon string theory will connect everything, and then we will look into the
It'll be
future.
crazy. No,
That's
if that drops in our lifetime,
that
that'll be
drops.
that'll be
It's like
crazy.
the Yeezys dropped this today. Hashtag Yeezy Day, bro. They just dropped a new string theory. String theory 2.3.
Imagine,
You're
imagine. No, if that drops, that would be crazy.
crazier than fly cars.
It would be. I'm waiting for that to drop, but it technically already dropped.
That's the game.
Dude, I saw a video of a dude being held by a giant like quadcopter over a lake, and I'm like, that guy's flying into Loot Lake
He's
right
beat.
now. But,
Yo,
like,
speaking of Loot Lake, do you think any time in the future esports could be bigger than real sports? Right now, I'll give you a stat. Right now,
yes,
um,
simply yes.
a Dota 2 player got paid this is 2021 facts, but a Dota 2 player got paid 6.9 million for one event, and the next closest was Conor McGregor at 180, or in real sports the highest was 180, being Conor McGregor. So right now it's a bit of a gap.
180 million for a single event.
One fight,
Yeah.
and the Dota player was paid like 6.9 million. So right now there's a huge gap. But you think about it, like
I
we were
think
saying,
within like 20, 30
kids
years,
these days
yes.
aren't playing less sports and playing more video games.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a swing.
Yeah. I
I
just
think
want to
it'd be
know
hard.
what's the next big thing after video games. Because there's always a
Virtual
big thing.
reality.
That's a video game now.
But people like it's like Ready Player. It's gonna be like
Oh,
Ready
I'm
One.
ready for
That's what I'm
that.
saying.
No,
Like
Ready
we're
Player
going to
One
be
will be
in the game. Like
crazy.
it's going to
No,
be
that'll be
us.
bad. That'll be
That'd be
bad for
terrible.
me. I would be
Terrible. I'd
addicted.
never leave.
So I would be addicted.
It'd be
I'd be
terrible.
locked in. I'd be in there for 18 hours a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
It would not be great, I'll tell you that.
That is a bad thought to think about.
Um
That's for a different podcast to talk
Yeah,
about.
but I think we're gonna leave you guys there. Thank you for listening, viewing, and hopefully subscribing. This will be a little bit of a late one, like we said, but we appreciate you guys.
Podcast drop every Wednesday on all of your streaming platforms or wherever you get them.
And
We're on
YouTube,
everything.
baby.
Yeah, we're on everything.
Peace.
Have a good one, guys. That boy's a liar, dude.